Hey everyone, my name's Pupsker, and today we're going over how you can farm the War and the Broken War. So this is actually one of the worst farms in the game in my opinion, to get the War after you first get the Broken War. So you first unlock the Broken War by completing the quest, the Second Dream. And this is required to get the War and the Broken War. So if you haven't done this yet, you will need to do this. The requirements are pretty simple. It is a main story quest, and you just need to be Mastery Rank 3. You have to have completed the Neptune Junction, and you have to have completed the quest Nata. And once you're all done the Second Dream, you will get one Broken War. The thing about this Broken War is you do not want to use this Broken War in order to create the War, because the War blueprint will require one Broken War. The reason you don't want to use it is because the Broken War that comes from the quest, it has already been upgraded to its maximum slot capacity, so, you know, it comes with an Orokin Catalyst. So you do not want to sell that Broken War. But now you might be thinking, well, how do I get both the War and the Broken War? Well, it's god-awful. You get the Broken War and the War blueprint from Shadow Stalker only. So the thing about Shadow Stalker is he will start appearing if you get targeted by Stalker once you're done the second Dream Quest. So whenever you now get targeted by Stalker, it can be either regular Stalker or Shadow Stalker, I believe. In order to actually get Stalker on your tail, you simply have to just kill any boss around just this entire area. So if you do have any Warframes maybe you need to farm up, go get them. Once you do actually get targeted by Stalker, you will know because he sends you a message. Question, question, question mark. I killed Mutilist Alad V, it'll have whichever one you killed. So Shadow Stalker should hopefully show up in my missions, or maybe just regular Stalker. I never really know at this point. So hopefully eventually I will get the Broken War and the War blueprints. The issue is the Broken War and the War blueprints drop from Stalker at a 2.765% drop rate each. So on two separate occasions, you have to get one drop for the Broken War and then one drop for the War. Yeah, no, it is awful. Just awful. And it gets even worse. The build requirements for the Broken War are a massive pain in the butt as well. So first you'll need to build a Broken War. A Broken War has pretty standard build requirements other than some specific parts. The specific parts will be the War Blade and the War Hilt. As you can see, I have one, but you will require two War Blades in order to craft the recipe, and only one War Hilt, which, you know, I have. The annoying thing is, the War Hilt and Blade only come from two enemies, and those are sentients. And those are very specifically the Conquilists and the Aerolists. So you will need to farm up those enemies in order to get those items. Luckily, Operation Orphix Venom is a really great opportunity to farm these sentients. Reason being is they just spawn at a very high rate in the operation. So I would do that if possible. If not, the only other place to really farm sentients is Lua. I would recommend just running Apollo Disruption. It is currently, I believe, still the meta Axie Relic farming spot, so you could get a lot out of just running Apollo. If not, run whatever you want. It's a free world out there. Hey, do survivals, do rescues, it's up to you. It's such a massive pain in the ass because you have to get the very low drop chance from Shadow Stalker. The annoying part about Shadow Stalker is if everyone in your team is marked by Stalker, he only has, I think, like a 4% chance of spawning. So yeah, and if you're alone, I believe he only has a 1.5% chance of spawning. Yeah, so the chance that you can actively farm Shadow Stalker is pretty much impossible. The only thing I would recommend is make sure you are always marked by Stalker. Make sure, always marked by Stalker. Yeah, there we go. Marked for death by Stalker. This is where you can check to see if you are currently marked by anyone. There are other marks in other factions, but the only one that matters in this case is Stalker. So make sure you have this on your profile and you should be good to go. And again, you can just kill pretty much any boss and Shadow Stalker should mark you. So hopefully that helps you guys. It is, again, I'm sorry, one of the worst farms in the game, in my opinion, especially since you cannot actively farm the War or Broken War blueprint because of the bullshit spawn chance of Shadow Stalker. So last but not least, you can buy the War via the Hunhouse gift. Fun fact, you used to have to buy Hunhouse gift in order to get the War, which is why I have it purchased, because back in the day, there was no War or Broken War blueprint that could drop from Shadow Stalker, I believe, but eventually they put that in, I think pretty quickly to be honest, because they realized how stupid of an idea that was, but I don't know which update specifically, but hey, they got me. I was gonna buy that anyways, so I'm not farming and praying to the god of Warframe that 2.75 or whatever drop chance happens twice, so yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I hope the video did help, but again, I'm sorry, it's such a painful farm. Like my video if you like it, comment down below, really just anything, whatever you want, you know, video recommendations, call me a meme, I don't know, it's up to you. Follow my Twitter, subscribe, all that jazz, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.